You're probably using the same cooking oils that you grew up seeing your parents use, but are you using the right one? Today I'm going to be going over some of the common cooking oils, when to use them, and why choosing the right one will make your food taste better, but also give you a better result in the kitchen. So what is a cooking fat? At its most basic level, a cooking fat is something that will help transfer heat. Heat transfer is not the only thing that fats can do. They can carry flavor, change texture, and given the right fat, it can change the overall character of an entire dish. Now, the smoke point is simply just the point at which the oil begins to smoke and break down. This breakdown is part of oxidation, which is what happens when the oil or fat is exposed to air over time, to light, or to heat. When this breakdown does start, a couple of things could happen. Your oil could taste bitter, your oil could smell kind of funky, or it could just lose some of its overall quality. So the question we need to ask ourselves is not what oil do I like, but what am I asking this oil to do? So the first fat we're going to talk about is butter. It's rich, it's got a really good flavor. When you brown it, it has a really nice nutty flavor. And the reason that it has that nutty flavor, or that it can be brown like that, is because it has something called milk solids in it. And while it has wonderful flavor and it's an asset to butter, it also is a weakness of butter. So butter's smoke point is not very high. It can only go up to about 300 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not going to be something that is ideal for hard sear or just frying or overall high heat. So for butter, you're going to want to cook things like eggs. It's great for baking. It's really great for finishing steaks. After you've seared a steak or a pork chop, you toss in some butter and baste it. It's incredible. So butter is going to add plenty of flavor, but you're not going to be able to do as high heat a cooking as you could with some of these other oils. If you do want to cook with butter at higher heats, you do have an option. You could use ghee, which is butter that had the milk solids removed. It can be used for a little bit higher heat, about 450 degrees Fahrenheit cooking. So the next one is olive oil. And for starters, we're gonna go with extra virgin olive oil. Now, extra virgin olive oil has a higher smoke point than butter. It's 375 degrees to about 410 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's still not great for super high heat cooking. It's best for medium heat cooking, but it's also pretty versatile. So you can make salad dressings with it. You can roast vegetables with it. You can saute vegetables. One that I really like is you can put a good quality olive oil over some ice cream and sprinkle a little sea salt on top of it, and it's really, really delicious. But you do have an option if you want high heat cooking and olive oil. You could get a lighter olive oil, which is generally more refined. Its impurities have been taken out. Or you could try Frizzle, which is an olive oil made by a company called Grazo, but they take out the impurities as well. It can go high heat, and I think that one can go to about 490 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty high and significantly higher than butter. So that is something where you could sear a steak in that Frizzle olive oil and then finish it with your butter and aromatics, and you get really good flavor. So next is tallow, and tallow is great for a lot of different things. You can fry in tallow, you can sear in tallow. Tallow has a smoke point that is between 400 and 420 degrees Fahrenheit. Tallow has a really beefy flavor. If it suits your dish that you're making, it's a really good asset. But if it doesn't, then you probably need to choose a different fat. Something I like to do with tallow is I will take the egg and separate it from the yolk, and I will fry the egg white in the tallow, in a shallow little pool of tallow, until I get it as crispy as I want. Then probably about 30 to maybe 45 seconds before I take it out of the pan, I'll put the yolk back on top of the egg white. So you get a super crispy, kind of beefy flavor egg white with a super silky and runny yolk. It's really great. Be mindful when you use tallow and just know that it is not a neutral flavored oil. It's very beef forward. All right, so we're at our last one, and this one might be a little controversial. Seed oils. Now, if you want to stay away from seed oils, we've gone over enough oils and fats that you can use any of those for different applications that seed oils might be used for. But seed oils aren't all bad. A lot of the bad rap they get is in conjunction with ultra-processed foods or commercial fryers where they use the oil over and over again and it breaks down. Those two things are bad for you. But in the home kitchen, if you use seed oils from time to time, it's not going to be the end of the world. In fact, I use peanut oil to deep fry in because it's cheaper than maybe using some of the fats that we talked about previously or the oils that we talked about previously. And it has a relatively high smoke point, about 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's got a neutral flavor. So it's good for deep frying. But again, in your everyday home, using seed oils here or there is not going to be the end of the world. Now, the point to all of this is not that there's particular fats that are always good or particular fats that are always bad. It depends largely on what you're asking the fat to do. Do you want flavor from the fat? Do you want a neutral fat? How high a temperature you're going to go? These are things that you will learn and get better at the more you do it. But the bottom line is, don't just go grab whatever fat that you're used to and just keep using that for all applications. Try to figure out what your needs are and use the fat according to those needs. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around. If you got something from this, I'd love for you to subscribe. See you on the next one.